So my name's Mark Franco Williams. I am the writer's assistant on Just Add Magic, Amazon's Just Add Magic. So previously I had been to two of the Writer's Assistant Network mixers. I had been introduced by a friend who was a script coordinator on another show. He told me about the first mixer, went there, signed up for it, had a great time, signed up for the mailing list, went to the second mixer, and then it was through that mailing list that I found out about the fellowship. So I got that email in. I had a pilot that I thought was strong, that was really strong. It could use some work, but I thought it was a good representation of myself, my work, and also kind of like my potential. So I sent that in along with the fee through the Stage 32 website. And then I did that fun thing of having to sit and wait and hope. And then I found out I got accepted. And it was awesome to be part of like the 10 people selected from, I think it was like 600 submissions. So to be selected from 600, one of 10, it was a great honor. So after that, I got contacted by the cats running the program, Brandon and Joel. They set up just this kind of introductory meet and mixer where all of the winners could come together and just chat and get to know each other before the fellowship really got into full swing. And that was kind of where I met both, again, Brandon and Joel again, and also met the other writers. And it was kind of a good way to kind of just be introduced to everybody, kind of get a vibe for the group. And it was actually one of the nice things about that was kind of immediately discovering that there were no assholes in the group, which is really good. Like, I've been in a lot of writing groups before, and having a group of just straight up cool people who are all kind of struggling to reach that next level, that was comforting. So after that initial meeting with the writers, we did a meet and greet with, it was sort of a mixer in Hollywood with agents, managers, a couple of executives, and it was just, again, kind of a way to get our names out and kind of start introducing them to who we are as people before we introduced them to our work. And that was actually where I made contact with Jeff Portnoy of Bellevue, who would eventually end up being very important in my story going forward. So the next 12 weeks were very intense. The first 6 were spent just our core group reading everybody's pilot. We read 2 pilots a week every Sunday, starting at 6. We'd read them out loud so everyone could kind of get a feel for the dialogue, catch anything there. And after that, we would give kind of roundtable notes, and that was an opportunity for everybody to kind of like take those notes, figure out what was useful, figure out what was wrong, and strengthen up the pilot. After that first round, we then went through kind of like a second 6-week program where executive producers and high-level writers from shows that were currently on the air were brought in to the read-ins. And so they read the updated pilots with the notes applied. We did another round of roundtable notes, this time with the executive producers and high-level writers giving their notes. And those meetings were exceptionally useful, both in terms of getting the insight from the high-level ranking writers. And also, since we kind of went through once and had an opportunity to strengthen our pilots, to kind of in an odd way, like present ourselves to them with a strong piece of work. Talking to some of those executive producers, high-ranking writers afterwards, they were very complimentary of the quality of work that was coming out of the program, and that says a lot. It's very good to know moving forward that you have someone out there who knows your name and who knows the quality of work you can produce. But yeah, so Jeff Portnoy, who I mentioned from the first mixer, had been kind of keeping in touch with me throughout the program. After reading the updated script that went through the entire process, he got in touch with me and ended up signing me to his management company, Bellevue Productions. So one of the hardest things when you're a young writer is just getting any form of representation. It's not exactly clear how that works. And so it was a great result coming out of this program previously with, 1 pilot unrepped, and by the time I was done, I kind of had 2, 3, and a manager backing me up and starting to send my stuff out. So yeah, the program definitely helped me and helped move my career forward.